Hello, welcome back to another episode of MeatballCraft. So today we need to progress into nuclear craft. However, I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go from here. I think. Oh, let me check the quest real quick. I think there's got to be some kind of quest line for nuclear craft, right? And it looks like we're gonna need to progress through this. I'm not really sure if we need to use our reactor or not. You can build it and it's a good source of power, it says. However, we're not short on power, and this thing can crank out quite a few more turbines. So I don't really plan on using nuclear craft for power. Because the rest of this is just kind of eh. I think our setup for power is fine. So I'm just trying to think. We need to get all this other fuel and stuff. Let's see. So we might need to get a reactor port here, which we might need to teach a system how to make. But we should be able to craft it. Alright, so we do have one. Let's go ahead and grab it. We'll probably need it at some point, and it'll give us a quest as well. Being able to have a steady passive supply of fission isotopes will be very important. So we want the isotopes is what we want. We probably do need to go down this path. It's also saying that we're going to want a fission reactor for each individual processing step. So quests and energy sources will list all required fission steps. As long as the setup is passively running, it won't be a concern till later, I guess. 5x5x5 previews provided for each fuel should be enough for some fuels, not all. Checkerboard, cryothium, Letice's work too. So 5x5x5 is what we're going to shoot for here. For each step, it's good to split the output isotopes between a buffer for recipes and a subsequent step in the fission chain. Compacting drawers will be very helpful for some steps. Got it. In late chapter 5, you will unlock two-phase reactor. You eventually want to replace the slower fission steps for faster processing with a new multi-block. You'll need that for late game. Got it. So we're going to want multiple fission reactors here. Doing the 5x5x5s. And if we look at this, I assume this is what it means. It says 7x7x7, but I assume they mean like a 5x5 internal is what they were talking about, which would be this. So I guess this is it. I have no idea. Which also means we need 149 fission reactor casings per. And we're probably going to want... I don't know. Is the reactor casing used for anything? I mean, it's used for other crafting stuff, so... We'll make it 149 times 10, and we'll see what we can do. So if we get this fission reactor casing, we do 149 times 10. See what we're short on here. Lithium, easy enough. I can just dump it into the system. Boron as well. Ink sacs as well. Oh, we don't have that runium. We don't have a good source of runium. This will get overtime. Flint I can dump in. Enchanted gravitite we're building up. Platinum we're slowly importing that into the system. That's fine. We're building this up as well. Radii I can dump. Dump. So the only thing we're really missing from this section is I guess we should probably start processing our nuclear craft ores because we're not right now. So we'll do that. That'll fix this problem. Ink sac, we can dump it. That's easy. Runium we'll need to actually fix. And then this, we already have an automation to do it. I just need to actually set it up or make it start running again. So let's look at runium real quick because the rest of this is really just a waiting game at this point. We also don't have to 10 right off the bat. I get it. But let's see. So I have no idea what the fuck that is. Or deep lands? I don't know. I know what the... Like the... what's the deep lands again? Deep... It's not the deep lands. I know it's not the thing. Let's see. The runium can actually be solved with a runium chicken. Good thing we made those coops last episode. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make our chicken. Alright, so I'm just smelting up all of our fire ingots that we're making from our deep mob evolution stuff. Yeah, just automating it the way we have been doing before. And why are you not pouring? Oh wait, I know why you're not pouring. Because we ran out. There we go. So we'll start pouring all that and then creating our plates again. The rest of it is really it's on. The rest of this is just a waiting game at this point. We could like really bump up our production, or yeah, we could bump up production, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it because we're making a lot of something we're not going to need to upgrade for a while, so it's not really anything I'm worried about. All of this is pretty much automated. Check if we have any in here. We don't, because we're out of platinum, aren't we? Yep. But I did... You know, I got 11,000 blocks in here, so we should be... we should be fine once more. Go ahead, take that out, and then... Get to making that, buddy. Aether. Let's also get our ambrosium in there. Is there a way to craft ambrosium? With golden carrots. I'm not that worried about it. We'll just use it pretty much all of it for this. Let's also make sure that this isn't used for anything else. No. It's used for literally just this and whatever that is that I don't care about. So we'll also just go ahead and give it some more platinum blocks because we have a substantial amount. So yeah, we'll just keep crafting all that. And yeah, the rest of it's just a waiting game. So while we do that, or while we wait for that, I want to upgrade our miners to the final tier. I'm not really sure if we can or not, to be honest with you. So let's see. To make this, we need the tier... It's a tier 6 structure frame, which just takes nether stars, which we're making. How many nether stars do we have? 3,000. All right. It looks like we easily can make it. We're just missing ender pearls, which will dump EMC, EMC. I haven't checked that in a while. I'm sure we have more than enough there, and EMC. So yeah. And also before I craft, I'm going to just tear these down because I'm not really sure where I want them to go at the end of the day. They can probably stay here, honestly. Let the record show that one tier 6... Oh, they don't go up a block? Now they're just floating? Oh, no. I'll have to lower the block again. But yeah, one of these takes 154,000 FE a tick. Alright, so now we have these. It's pretty much 154,000 per tick, and we get one ore per tick, I guess. There is a luck modifier, which gives more ores per operation, which we could also easily do at this point. So if we just grab some enchantment tables, grab some of these bad boys, put them up. I don't think we need any of these anymore, to be honest. Keep these. Dandelion can go away. Let's go ahead and see what we need for here. Need null modifiers still. Thought we had more, but I guess I don't know where they went. We'll craft up some of these. And yeah, I don't think our current power can actually handle running 4 of these at the same time. So I might have to build another turbine. This seems to be the optimal setup, because any more speed modifiers past this, and you can't do anything more than once per tick. It also takes your FE per tick usage down by about 20,000, which is nice. So it looks like it's about 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. So it looks like it's 7 speed and the rest luck. We'll just fire up one of these and see how it goes. So 133k a tick. See what it does to our power situation. I'm not sure how much power we have left over right now, to be honest. Powered up. You're keeping power. And oh my god, that's just one of them. It's just one. We might not need to turn the other 4 on, or other 3 on. That might be a little overkill. But we definitely have the power to spare, so I'm not really too worried about that. It was still gaining 215 at the top. 215k a tick. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it at 1 and see how that goes. It also looks like with tier 6, we've unlocked access to different kinds of ores as well. I have no idea what Salrite's used for, to be completely honest with you. Or if it's useful at all. It could not be useful. I don't know. And looking at our processing system, keep in mind these are all resonant, fully upgraded things. We cannot keep up with one of those miners, so the other 3 are a little overkill. But they're there if we ever do decide to do something insane. Which, at some point, I definitely will. And it's also worth noting, from my point of view, we are building out all these supplies very quickly in comparison to what we need. So, I mean, yeah, like we're flying. It's been maybe 30 minutes since I first checked the recipe. And now with everything automated and all that, and all of this going on, we're cruising. Also, while we're waiting, I've been gone for a couple hours off the world AFK, so we have everything we need. I just need to put some more fiery blocks in here so we get some more plates. But we'll get those in just a second. I think since we're on tier 6 stuff, we might as well upgrade our resource miner tier 6 because it just looks pathetic next to these. And with the tier 6, we've now like over quadrupled the amount of mica we've got in about 5 seconds. So that's kind of cool. Also worth noting that this takes up considerably less FE per tick. Now let's see about our fission reactor. I think we need 149 times 10 to get 10 of these. Totally not needed. Oh, we don't have any CPUs big enough for this, which shouldn't be too bad. We have some 64Ks, so we get some 64K storage. Go ahead and make 5 of these, and then one of these is going to turn into a huge one. Who already has some? You already have 2. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. There we go. There we go. Let's see if this can now work. 149 times 10. No, still not big enough. Which means we gotta up our game to 256Ks and some more co-processors. All right, now we got our my voice. I don't know what happened there. Got our 256Ks. This is the big one. That's gotta be a lot. And then got some crafting co-processors for that. Let's get another. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for 4. And let's just stack it up the side. And now we can probably get our fission. If we can't get it with this, I don't know what's going on. 149 times 10. There it is. Let's see how long this craft takes. That's enough for 10 reactors. What's it saying? Not too bad. I mean, oh, it's scheduling a stack. It'll be a while. Let the record show it has been a half hour. It's not close. So while I wait on this craft, it'll probably take another 2 hours. We'll probably need some radiation scrubbers, and to get these, it should be pretty straightforward. Borax comes from borax solution, which might not be so straightforward. Hold on. Yeah, it takes a little bit of a line. Also, we're gonna need more of these platings, and I'm not gonna interrupt this process and make it any longer than it already is. So yeah. Also, looks like one of the quests will give us hazmat gear, which we're probably gonna need. Okay, so it is now the next day because that craft took over 3 hours. 3 hours, I tell you. But now we got a little over 1,500 fission reactor casings, which is very nice. And I still have no idea what to do with them. Rain, go away. So it looks like we're also going to need to fill our stuff with other things as well. So we have reactor cells. Fuel cells are where your fuel goes, so we're definitely going to need some of these. Definitely a lot easier to craft. Thank God. Not going to take as long. We'll need moderators. We'll need coolers. Coolers lower heat to prevent things from exploding. Each cooler is different value. Only works if next to block X. Okay. So I'm not really sure which one's the best here. 120, 80, 160 is the best so far. 160 for cryothium. Emerald will be easier. Anderium is 120. Liquid helium is 140. Oh, diamond's 150. Looks like diamond coolers are what we want then. And diamond coolers are just diamonds surrounding an empty cooler. An empty cooler is, oh... Okay, let's see. Iron alloy, easy. Tough alloy, we got it. Hyper chitinous plates. Don't know what that means. We need a compactor to do that. So how are we supposed to do that? This better not be hard to make. Oh, we don't have access to this at all. 1 second. So it looks like we'll have to get into the implosion compressor, I guess. Which actually shouldn't be too bad because this has EMC and this has EMC, so we should be able to make these quite easily. And then when we get graphite dust as a byproduct. Who cares? So yeah, we'll definitely need quite a bit of these things. So let's go ahead and see about the implosion compressor. What do we not have from this? Everything except the middle row, I guess. Oh, that's a whole thing. Okay. This might be harder than I thought. So in order to get it, we're gonna need mixed metal ingots. To get that, it's not really that bad. Get this out of my inventory. Go away. So we can craft it like so, and I think it's the best way to get it. It's the only way to get it, really. I'm not sure if there's any other better things that pay off that we have access to. It's looking like it's all tungsten. We don't have titanium just yet. I think we're kind of close to it. Probably could do it now if we really wanted to, but oh, we could do Invar and brass and aluminum. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, just kidding. Yeah, no, completely kidding, because nickel does the same. And they have aluminum, so we both an abundance of both, so we might as well just do that. And then can we craft brass? Yeah, we can. So that works. We'll do that. And then to get the advanced alloy ingot that we're gonna need, you can smelt that down. So we can go ahead and give it a recipe for this. We'll go ahead and just make it a stack at a time, because that seems to be working out best for us in the long run in terms of just waiting on things. The furnace, put it in there. Okay, so let's see. Now we're just missing these advanced machine frames. And to get this, we're missing all of this, I think. Redstone plates. I kind of like this craft a little better. So the advanced alloy. Okay, so you can go in the compactor. Okay, that works. The only thing we're missing, we have blue fire gems in our inventory, but they only seem to come from this guy, which is actually a huge issue now that I'm looking at it. I guess we can't do this craft because we don't have any of this. Let's see. We could get an ethogenic mythical void miner. We already have one. We can do another one if we need to. Or just keep it the way it is. But this moderate mythic essence comes from the Bloodmaster Crucible. And we need calcite gems. We need a lot of this. Calcite gem comes from weak mythic essence into a terragenic. This weak mythic essence comes from an enderstone crucible. Let's see. This enderstone crucible is actually well within our reach. The only thing that we don't necessarily have right now is this enderstone lamp, which is glowstone and enderstone. And I'm pretty sure we have enderstone. Oh, we have 4. Which is exactly enough for what we need. That works. This should be the last thing. And we should have a completed item inputs. Now, the reason I leave the blueprints in here is just so I can have access to them easier next time. If I have to, like, in the chicken coop case, for example, just like build more. I don't have to like go back and look for what they are. So, in order to get this weak stuff, we need to get Ever-Watching Eye, which seems to come from more shit that we don't have. At least it's mystical agriculture. That's got to be something, right? Passive extended crafting. So you want to passive it? Okay. That would... Yeah, no, that makes complete sense, actually. I'm not being ironic or anything either. Being very serious. So we're going to need Void, Watching Eye, Nether Sky Steel, and Dragon Scale. So let's see what we need here. To get here, we're going to need the Void Dust, which comes from a manufactory of Void Scales. And I'm pretty sure we have a lot of Void Scales. Yeah, about 27,000. Which is very good. Let's make sure our void scales aren't used for anything else. Don't care. Might care, actually. We might want to keep that. Don't care. Might care. Yeah, I don't think we care about the rest of this, to be honest. We've already done that one. Already done that one. Alright, so yeah, we just sent all the void scales there. Mystical gems? I don't think I care. Not now, at least. And I'm also getting tired of like running different things out here, and we're gonna need to auto craft stuff at some point anyway. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably get another subnet out here and see what's up. And to do that, we're gonna try out these wireless connectors. They do have a warning saying they can cause disconnections in your AE2 network, but I guess we'll find out. I don't know. All right, so I have it placed. It's definitely connected. Now for the moment of truth, does it carry power with it? It looks like it does because it says 0 of 8 channels. But we will find out. Fortunately, it's not really working. It seems like it doesn't like the wireless stuff, and there was a warning that it could cause this stuff, but looks like it's not in the cards right now. Oh, wait. Never mind. I think it just takes up unholy amounts of power. So if I disconnect that. Yeah. It's gonna have like 17,000 RF a tick. That's what it was. Alright, so I've just ran cables all the way from our base, well, our main base over here. And good thing we have all this space to work with down here. I kind of forget it's down here sometimes, but we'll probably make use of it at some point, maybe. Who knows? But now we have a way to just continually exports this weak mythic essence. Well, export ever-watching eyes. How about that? Ever-watching eyes are pretty useful. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just oh, actually, can we get a crafting card on this? Crafting card. Crafting card. Bad for lag. Avoid using. How about no? How about you mind your own business? Oh, we have one. Okay, so we can do that. We can come down here. We can slap it in. Slap it in here. So, crafting papers, use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Yes. So, do not use stocked items, only craft. Yeah, it's only craft. Don't use stocked items because we might need it for other stuff as well. So, we'll just craft it for here. And then we'll also, I think I might be able to specify in this thing right now without it in my inventory. If I could get over there, this ever-watching eye. We have no way of crafting ever-watching eyes as of right now. So it's not going to do anything. So we don't have any. Nothing's going to happen. So we need to get some ever-watching eyes. Which again, I guess we could just continually spawn in the watcher, but marginal mythic. So resource, we have flammable dust. We have both of these actually. So if we, how much flammable dust do we have? So in terms of flammable dust, we have 5,800, and in terms of ghostly powder, we got 10k. So that's definitely an option for us for this marginal stuff. Is this an option for? Oh wait, is it an option? It's right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that works. Now we have our export set up. I only need to go back to the base. Do this real quick. Come back here. Where are we connecting from? Here. Let's go ahead and grab this top right corner. Go back. Let's come underground and let's give it a channel. We want to give this bad boy right here. And then all these should be connected. You should be linked any day now. I think it should be good, actually. It's not, because it's not giving channels. And I wonder why. Oh, wait, now it is. It just took a hot minute to update. So if we come upstairs, and by upstairs I mean to the surface, if I could get up here, this should be, yep, should be working. Because now we're exporting our flammable dust and ghostly powder here. Go ahead, take a little extra. I'm not going to throw any acceleration cards on here because I don't think it's going to be needed. And then from there, it's getting powered. I'm not really sure how much power it's using. 5,000 a tick. That's not a small amount, but we can handle it pretty easily. And then we're just importing this to the system. Our marginal mythic influence. Let's see. So what is this used for, actually? It's only used for this one thing. Oh, it's not. What's this used for? It's used for anything that we actually need. Frick it, dude. I would say yes. So we'll go ahead and import to the system. So now we have a fluid storage cell that should be partitioned for the essence. It's recommended you partition fluid storage just because. So I don't know what that's water. And this will import the essence that we're already making, so it goes right into the system. Now we got a little bit of essence coming in. It also looks like we never did quite make the... Oh. As I say it, I find it. So we need to export our fluid to here, which is fluid input hatch. So we need to put it right there. I'm going to break this for just a second. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let's do that there. Put this back. Everyone should be happy again. Hopefully. And then we'll export our fluid here. Now that we have it set to export, I just now remembered we still need to give it a P2P channel. And now this should be full of what we need, and we should be not enough inventory space for item outputs. Interesting conundrum we find ourselves in. So to get this, it's gonna come from this, and you can output all this at once. I'm confused. What's a gem bag used for? I don't know. Thinking. So we need outputs, huh? We kind of do have an insane amount of output slots just sitting. It's gonna come in handy. Yes, it came in handy. And it looks like this sucks up 45,000 a tick in power, so I need to see what our power situation's looking like. Because we're still at 1 turbine. Looks like we got about 188,000 a tick left over still from this one singular turbine. And with this reactor, we can easily build like another 2 or 3, probably even 4. So in the quite late, not even 5 minutes, we've got 368 watching eyes. So there's that. That's actually insane. And that miner also unlocked the dragon scales for us, which we also needed, which marks that off the list, which pretty much means another sky steel dust. Oh, we already need it already. Look at that. We already need it. Yeah, so we are saving some marginal mythic essence. So there's that. And then this is done. This is done. Don't need that anymore. The void dust. We're also getting that from our stuff, so we just shove this in there as well. So let's work towards this manufactory. I haven't looked at it. I hope we can make it. And we can. We should be able to make it just right away, actually. Depending on how long that craft takes. Depending on how long it takes. Someday. What are we waiting for? Oh, okay. Okay, we have our max upgraded. I think at least. Oldest stack. Maybe we can hold more. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's anything more than that matters. So if we go ahead and request some void dust, we should be able to go ahead. It'll craft a stack for us. Or it should. Yeah, we had to do the same approach with nuclear craft. And yeah, that's quick. Well, quicker than the other one at least. And the last thing on our list here, which we are so far off from. It's insane how he's going on insane tangents. But we'll need nether sky ingots. Or nether sky steel ingots. Which takes cold iron, which we have unholy amounts of. Or we should at least. Well, we will once I hook it up to the system. Wait, excuse me? Why is there 230k iron ore sitting there? Are we not exporting iron? No, we are. Here's not going fast. Oh, we need acceleration cards. I was wondering, like, how is this thing keeping up with all of our ores, but it's just not exporting fast enough. Okay. Now it's being imported into the system, and we are doing all that. There was a little backlog here because we ran out of charcoal, so I just set up a condenser to always feed the charcoal in. And good news is, even with us always using the marginal mythic essence, we are in a big surplus, so that's nice. Next one to craft this fluid infuser, and it is not an easy craft, although I think we have everything we need for it, to be honest. Let's go ahead and teach it to our system. However, we are running into a little bit of an issue here. I keep adding recipes to this because we keep needing them. We're almost out of room. So if we load this, like we're getting there in terms of as combination crafting. No, I said load. We also just replace this one because we won't be using it. So save that. Then do this, do that. And then if we request the fluid infuser, what are we missing? Missing electrum sheet metal, EMC, upstairs. Probably easy. So now we have our fluid infuser up here. I'm gonna need to find some way to get it. We have our item, our normal setup. We need to get the actual, what do you call it? The mythical essence. We need to get that into here, and it needs to be in here at all times. Pretty much just because it's not used for anything else other than it's used for this and to make nether sky steel. So that's all you need it for. So we need to have it always in here. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it though. I'm thinking let's export it from the system here, and then we'll have an extra buffer, I guess. I'm not really too worried about it because I don't want to like drag out pipes everywhere and come out with AE up here. So I think that's just going to be our best option, honestly, in terms of like compactness and all of that. Do that, and then you should be on insert only, and now you should be filled with marginal mythic essence. We'll have our extra little buffer here. Again, like I said, doesn't really matter. And then we should be able to request some sky steel. Sky steel. Request 10. Just to try it out. And there it is. And it should, yep, extract into the system. And now we got some sky steel. Which also, by the way, now that we have automatic sky steel, for instance, like this takes this, which takes a basic machine frame. We are using the elite crafting for this, but now we can go ahead and use sky steel, and it's much, much cheaper for us now. Because we get cold iron for free and all that good stuff. So, yeah, much cheaper. No more chips. Very good. All right, now we have everything set up. I went ahead and made some extra machines for like wires for our new craft. But other than that, I think to make this eye, all we need now is the Ender Crafter. Ender Packager Crafter to automate craft recipe. So Ender Crafter Packager Crafting Core. Ender Crafter, use Ender Packager. This thing. Got it. So yeah, we just need that, and then the end alternators. We have those. And then we just need this packager, which probably takes the end crafter to craft this. Takes that, which is pretty easy. We're gonna need ender ingots, it seems, and I'm pretty sure we cannot just make them just quite yet. Enderium ingots. Not the ender ingots though. So ender ingots are made through an induction smelter. So pulsating iron we have, and crude steel. So I'm worried. This you need creepstone, or just stone, clay, and gravel, which we have in abundance. And the alloy furnace just takes... So produces radiation if I do this, is what you're saying? Alright, so we don't have any way to scrub radiation, so let's not radiate our base. And it doesn't seem that much better. Oh, it is. It's a 2. Okay, so it is a lot better. So it'll make radiation. It makes sense. But for now, since we cannot scrub radiation, we'll have to go with the alloy smelter route. Let's go ahead and try and request some enderium ingots, ender ingots. We're gonna need 4. A lot. Let's just request a stack. And while this base part is crafting, let's go ahead and see what it takes to make an alternator. Ugh, same stuff. At least it's easy. I guess I can't complain. But I have to wait for this to finish crafting because we are out of room on these things. And I don't really feel like making another packaged crafter right now. We definitely probably will at some point, and we'll refigure all this. But for now, at least, this is all we got. And now we should be able to save this onto this. We'll have to come down here. And then open that up. Put one in here, one in here. And then we should have the Watching Eye of Ender. Now it should start auto-crafting them. Yes. Because we put that crafting upgrade into the other thing. So it should just start auto-crafting for us. And it'll always passively do that. And our setup is such that everything we are using is renewable and all that good stuff. So we should be good. Yeah, we should be good. And just like that, we have ourselves some weak mythic essence. We are so far off where we wanted to start. And then we're going to do the Terragenic Mythical Void Miner for this. This is how the multi-block is made. The Terragenic, we'll do that. The only thing I'm kind of worried about that I don't know about, we'll find out together, is this Nether Sky Amber. Please be something we can do. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we'll have to call it here. We are pretty far into the episode, and it's like a good enough starting point as any. Lots and lots of work, like insane amounts of work have gone into this, from going from there to here. Like, we haven't touched anything else. Like, if we go to the energy source, like, we haven't done any of this because we still need coolers, and it's a lot. It is a lot to do. Lots of infrastructure needs to be laid, but luckily the way we are laying it and everything, it's going to be very easy for us to build on top of it, or just everything's already automated, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, this is the end of the episode today. Next episode, hopefully we'll actually be able to start using our fission reactors. Not totally sure, but yeah. I don't remember what we've done this episode, to be honest. It's taken so long that I forgot. So good enough starting point, good enough stopping point as any. But next episode we will get into the Bloodmaster Tome, which takes this. I don't even know about the soul shard. Okay. Do not make me kill 1,000 things. And then I don't even know who that is. And how do I even get this? All right, well, we'll figure it out next time. See you.